You are now tuned in to
Lamark After Dark.
What's up, everybody? Lamark After motherfucking Dark. We are back for another episode. This is episode, I want to say maybe 12? 12. Like it's 12, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is 12.
We have
been
been
doing two and two.
It's
and two
been
and
a
two.
lot happening.
It's been a lot, but
Season, what, 5?
Mm-hmm.
Season fucking 5.
But this one is dope, though.
This one is fucking
this
dope.
One is special.
Queens is in the fucking
her.
building.
Yeah.
Yes.
We grew up watching her, actually.
did.
I remember being in high school watching you.
gosh.
Yeah, we were paying attention.
That makes
Yeah.
me feel like OLD, grew up watching. I'm still growing up. No.
We all are.
Welcome, Nyemiah Supreme, to Lamark After motherfucking
Hey,
Dark.
After dark, what's up?
They took away my buttons because they hate her, so we gotta like clap.
Oh.
Yeah,
We
well,
gotta-
okay, we gotta really clap.
Yeah,
Okay,
we gotta make clap.
But.
Nyemiah, how are you feeling mentally before we even start?
Oh, mentally, I'm feeling good, actually. I'm in this good space of just reminding myself, like, get busy, do what you said you was going to do, check your to-do list, check all the things that you said you were going to do, and stop scrolling. So I'm feeling good, yeah.
That's good.
I'm excited. Kind of feel like reinvented or just like just past the mark where everything in the past don't matter.
Yes.
We're here now.
And you're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer, yes.
And you went to Dozo and I went to Bayside. So you was like
Okay.
our rival.
Yes.
I was going to go to Dozo, but it just didn't work out. I went to Bayside instead. But I kind of really want to go to Dozo though. So
Dozo?
you guys.
Dozo was the spot.
It was the spot.
I'm really glad I picked to go to that school.
Yeah.
I feel like it put me on different paths with just people I met there and just like relationships from there.
Right.
It really did take me on a path, yeah.
For those who don't know, what area of Queens is that?
Cardozo's in Bayside as well. Bayside,
Okay.
Queens, yeah.
But you grew up in
South
Southside
Jamaica,
Queens.
yeah.
Yes.
Queens then is
South
crazy.
That's why the
South End
title of the episode is
119.
called Queens Get the Money.
Queens, yes.
Yeah. So please talk about your start.
My start, I've always been like a creative, gifted arts kid. So my parents always had me in programs, summer camps for dance, acting, like always doing stuff like that. Cardozo, dance, performance, like that was what I was into. And that led me, I guess, on my dance journey. Started background dancing. I auditioned for to dance background for Little Mama and ended up going on tour. She was opening up for Chris Brown. So we went on a U.S. tour, L.A., New York, Chicago, Houston, or like we went everywhere on a bus. And I fell in love with that, like sleeping in the bunk.
How old were you then?
I can't say how old I was. I've lived too many lives. You wouldn't believe like how many things I've done. But how old was I then? I'd say I was maybe 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was in college at the time for broadcast management, and I got this opportunity, and I said I'm not going back. I'm going on tour, but getting like dressed for the show every night in these stadiums, dressing rooms, having fun with the other dancers, like I said, tour bus, the bunks, like everything was just like a cool, like untouched journey that I never did before. And we were getting paid. So I was like, wow, I love this. Like I got to do this for the rest of my life. That was really my creed. Like I got to do this for the rest of my life. So, I mean, after that opportunity was done, I didn't get any other dance opportunities. I remember I had one other opportunity, and it was to dance for Remy Ma. She had a song that was coming out, and we were going to do the video. And like literally a week before the video, the whole like shooting thing happened, and that was like derailed and went another direction. I went back to college. I think I was like teaching dance in Harlem at like an after school program, and like some of my peoples I know from Queens Village, they were like, "Yo, rapper Joel Santana is looking for an assistant. I think you would be good, whatever.
Yeah.
So you just got to come to Jersey, whatever." So I went and I met like his PR, Lynn Hobson. Shout out to Lynn, and just kind of got to work, like trying to figure out where do I fit in this place filled with men, weed smoke everywhere. You know, kind of intimidated in that fact too. Like I'm a young girl guys is looking, who this? New piece of meat on the block, you know? So just navigating my way, just being mean, walking around and just like, you know, I'm here for business. Like that was my creed. Like I'm here to work. I had no idea like it was going to go into me being like a rapper or artist. I know I love entertainment. So just trying to make my way, see what I could do. So I did that for about a year and a half, driving back and forth to Jersey. It was a tough time too. I remember I wasn't always getting paid. Like it was kind of like interning, but like I didn't always have money for gas or the $8 toll from Jersey. Like I was making it work.
Yeah.
And one day, maybe I got in a car accident. I just didn't have a car no more, and I didn't go back. And then go back to live my life. And then one day I run into Jim Jones on Jamaica Avenue. And I'm just like, yo, Jim, what's up? He remembered me back from Jewels. He's like, yo, what you doing? Whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm rapping. I'm in the studio. So he's like, oh, pull up. So I pull up to the studio, and that's just like one of my first opportunities. He put me on a song, a couple of like mixtape joints, and then he put me on a song, Everybody Jones. Shot the video premiered on 106 in Park. And at this time, I'm like working. One of my friends has a business, and I never really tell nobody what I'm doing, like, until it's out the bag. So like I'm working or whatever, and I might get the text. And while we work in the office, I'm like, oh, let's put on 106 in Park. I think I'm in this video. And everybody's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're not in the video. And it comes on, and everybody's like, oh, shit. Like, you know. So just like opportunities like that gave me my start. That might have been 2009-ish, 2009, 2010. But that set it on fire for people to be interested and want to manage me. Like, yo, what you doing? Who's this? Whatever. After that, I still like dabbled around, but my next big opportunity was Timbaland. My manager at the time, she knew some people. I can't even remember how we connected to Timbaland. That's an interesting one. But somehow we got there. And it was like, get to work. Same exact thing of like intimidated. Like, what the hell am I doing here? This is one of my favorite producers. And we're in like Jungle Room studio in Manhattan on like a session that was Jay-Z's like session, but he wasn't there. So whenever he wasn't there, Timbaland would be like, yo, come through, come record, whatever. So he had some like pre-done tracks where, which is the track that I put out, Rock and Roll. And it had the hook, but the verses were just him going, whatever. So I went in and I just filled in his mumbles with like lyrics and like created the song out of that. Yeah. And I always say like, people be like, what was that like? What was that opportunity like? And I'm like, I was scared as shit. Like, you know, like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I have to make up these raps on the spot. It's not like I get to go home and write. It's like, you better get it done right now or you might never be able to come back into this room. So it was constantly like that. Although it was like, you know, going up and up, it's that pressure on your back. Like, you better do this now or you'll never get the opportunity to come back. And that was like reflected in so many things. Even the TV show, which came, you know, after that opportunity, working with Timbaland was a big piece of like me getting on there. But in order to maintain your TV slot or, you know, just being interested on TV, your storyline, you better come with something entertaining or you're gonna get cut from the show or you're not gonna have no screen time. It's gonna be your last opportunity to do something like this. So
we're gonna dive.
You'll get into that. But that's like my journey of like I was put on in so many different ways. Like there's levels of it. So
your hustle. Where do you learn that from? Like as 19 and just doing all those things. Like where does that come from?
It's funny. Like I don't know. I just looking back, I feel like I must have thought I was unstoppable. Like unknowingly, and I should have known that I am, but I just was like, any opportunity, like, oh, I'm gonna go do that. I could do that. I had free time. I had money to get on the train and the bus, or like my parents got me a car, so I had some independence there. But it was like, if I could go, I could go. Pull up. I love to be a part of anything. I don't always have to be in front of the camera. I like to be behind the scenes. I like to just be, you know, building something creative together. So it's not even money driven. It should have been. I say that my hustle should have been money driven. I feel like I would have maybe made more money on that side of it, but chasing money can cut off your opportunities as well. So
right. I was gonna ask too, because you mentioned like your parents were supportive. Do you think it also comes from that, like seeing your family hustle and your upbringing? Like, I'm not sure, where's your family from as well?
Not Caribbean.
Okay.
My parents are both born in Brooklyn. Like my dad's mom is Bayesian, but still born here in America. So like I'm not Caribbean rooted, but yeah, my parents work. I would be in after school programs. You know, everybody hustle. But yeah, for me, it was just I gotta get it out of my system. So I think being a dancer when I was a kid, I fell in love with performing and being on stage too. So it's like anything I could do just to be out there having fun.
You needed that feeling. That's just naturally who you were.
Like
okay.
I admired as a kid. I would watch like Aaliyah on TV and I'd be like, I want to be her background dancer. Like that's what I want to do in my life. So like 360 to get on being a background dancer was like, oh, I was saying what I wanted to do since I was like a young kid.
Manifested it.
Right.
I would say like, yo, I love Dipset and I love G-Unit. I'd be like, yo, I want to work with these people. And I ended up getting to work with them. And so it was,
What college did you go to?
I went to Kingsborough Community College.
Oh, wow. Same. That's crazy.
For broadcast, that was what I went for. So we learned the boards. We did the newscasting, the red camera, like the editing, the tripod. I went through that whole process. So that's one of my.
Shout out to Kingsborough. I feel like a lot of schools don't even do that.
Yeah, that's the one place that has that good program. So yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. It's crazy. A lot. Yeah.
Did you guys both go or?
I went to FAMU. I went to school in Florida.
Okay, right, in Florida.
Me and Chelsea met at our old job. That was.
We were both in radio,
Yeah,
and we were working our production assistant jobs or promotions assistant.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for me at the door. He was like, "Oh, they hired
because there was nobody
girl?
black there. That was Leon.
So we came in and we were like, "Yep."
And at that point, I think I was the only black male, and there was no black.
Yes,
only one black girl.
Only one other black girl.
Yeah,
me, Mercedes. That was it.
We ain't gonna do names.
Oh, sorry. You can
bleep
that out.
Name drop.
I don't know where they are now. No, it's
right. You can bleep that out. But so we met in radio. So it's definitely full circle for all of us. Just like having been rooted in this industry a little bit, like the professional side.
It's terrible. To say the least.
You think so? It's funny. So I haven't dabbled. That's the one place I haven't really dabbled outside of like running my mouth at home to my own camera or podcasting. But like within like radio, I've never, other than being like interviewed, which I would say was terrible. Like I've done some top name interviews, not name dropping, but they have been like, like tormentive, like what the hell, like to where I have anxiety of like I don't want to ever go do an interview again.
Was it at a radio station in New York?
It was at both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck them.
Where they make people cry and on things and stuff like that.
So, okay, I can't speak on Well, Hot 97, I know their whole morning show got fired. So. But they were not the nicest to me when I was interning there either. So respectfully, fuck them. For me, not for you, but for me, fuck them because they were just assholes. As far as the Breakfast Club, I only know Charlemagne and he's okay now, but I don't know nobody else on there. So.
Yeah, when I went, it was those three: Angela Yee, DJ Envy, and Charlemagne. Yeah,
I think sometimes also it's characters and portraying something too. That could be a lot. And speaking of character and story, Sisterhood of Hip Hop.
Hey,
yeah.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
It was an idea. I think it's funny. It was originally for like Iggy Azalea. Whatever the concept behind it was like T.I.'s artist, Iggy Azalea, and then they like, let's make a show out of it of like a bunch of girls who are coming up at that time. Whatever happened with it, she didn't end up being a part of it, but they casted like 5 girls who had something going on at the time. Yeah. I had, my own independent music on like YouTube. I had the past opportunities with Jim Jones and like currently working with Timbaland. So those were like the pieces that I had to use for that. And so I did like the pilot or like tester episode and, I hustled my way, to keep it. I do give a big shout out to my manager at the time because she was very pushy, which you need in this industry. Like, I personally hated it, but, it gets you to where you need to be. But we had to really push and twist and manipulate and stories and things like that to get it to be what it needed to be to sign on that paper like you're on the screen. So I always say, like, there's a part of that, like I kind of glitzed and glammed so hard in that like era that it looked like I did not need any help. And I needed all of it. So like I was never officially signed to Timbaland. I was never signed to Timbaland. He just did me some favors. And so through people thinking I was signed to him in that situation, I feel like everyone felt like there was nothing bigger they could do for me, or like there was
because you already had such a big name attached to your your artistry.
But there was nothing. There was no budget, no money, like nothing, no label, nothing attached to it other than the big name. And I feel like that really did a disservice. At the same time, it did what it did, but everybody was scared to be like, I can't do shit for you. Like can you do something for me? So
I also didn't like your character stuck out to me out of all the characters. I think from Queens and the
right,
Hustle.
New York.
But I also didn't like that because I had to rewatch it like for the prep. Like you start off from the gate with like they drama you.
I
and it's
don't,
just like damn.
I don't know why that happened.
Yeah. I personally feel like it's just you're the pretty girl, and it's just like everybody had like their own. I feel like Saya had her like the whole LGBTQ. We're trying to figure this out. I think Diamond was going through Crime Mob. I think Brianna had her mom manager. I think Bia had something going on with her family. I think they had to like put you in there and that.
They were very much playing off of you being like urban. You're this Queens girl, like you're up and coming. This is Timbaland. Like they made you super fierce.
It was, and maybe, sometimes to people, and I look back, that I've always heard I come off standoffish, stush. I'm an only child, right? Like, I just never had to speak to people. Not because I don't like people, or maybe I just be in my own little world.
You're a Cancer.
Like,
Fuck
I'm a
these
Cancer.
people.
And so, like, and I don't like pander to or cater to people's, like, stuff. Like,
no small talk.
And I feel like maybe New Yorkers also, that's a New York thing too, can identify like, oh yeah, whatever, like she's that. But people other places could be offended by it, or like she thinks she this, she thinks she that, whatever. And I'd be like, I'm just over here thinking in my brain like when we eat, like I don't, it's nothing personal. But I feel like that looking back, it could have been taken like that from production, from anybody just trying to build a story around like there's a line from the show that says that's just my face, and it literally is like I'm not mad at anybody, I don't hate anybody. That's just what my face looks like. And so I feel like they drew off of that. I don't know why they created that thing between Diamond and I, or how it even. And it could have just been from the first episode we did where they was like, praising her. She was saying, I changed hip hop, whatever, in whatever way. And maybe I was being an asshole. I was talking about this last week. Maybe I was being an asshole, but I was like, how? I kind of, questioned how. And that kind of took a thing. And that could be a legitimate question from where I'm from, and people in the South could be like, this is how, everybody's view. But from New York, we don't give a fuck about who you think you are. Like we are, no matter.
Because everyone here's their main character. Absolutely.
Right.
So when you look at, or basically when you were on the show, how did you feel about your portrayal versus when you look back now? How do you feel about your portrayal? The growth that you've had.
I was highly like offended. Honestly, like towards the end of the second season of it, I was fed up. Like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know who to trust. The people from production is all like, yeah, hey, Nyemiah. And I'm looking at them like, yeah, right, you about to try and set me up for the next scene for somebody to say some crazy shit, or like, the whole thing really made me paranoid. I'll say that because I couldn't tell who was with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cast member wise or production wise. So it's like, you think you cool with a cast member, y'all riding on the way to shoot, and they already got the cue of this is how the scene is going, and I got my cue, and like he got giggling, but when we get to that table, it's like, oh, well, you said this about her. Like it just was really something I wasn't prepared for. I'll say that. Like I wasn't going into it that it was a production, or I could have turned up my production role. I was just going into it like this is a show about girls who wanted to be female rappers, and we doing like the documentary of it, not like I got to be on some right. I'm not prepared to be on some diva drama, like, and I don't do drama entertainment anyway. Like, you're not going to think I'm spending my day thinking about fighting you. Like, that's absolutely not where I'm at with anything in life. But I always say one thing I wish I would have capitalized more for the show of, like, selling something. Like, the way that Real Housewives and all them people, like, but they went into it. They like, I'm got no talent. This is the production. I'm about to sell a product. So I wish I would have done that. But looking back, how they portrayed me. It's funny. I went and watched a few clips, and I was afraid to for years. Like this is 10 years ago, and I'd be like, I cannot watch that. It makes my skin crawl. It was making my skin crawl when it was on. I was not watching it. Half of how they portrayed me, And then I'd be like, oh my God, my hair, oh my God, outfit, you know, like over dissecting myself. But yeah, looking back, I guess it took me a long time to heal, like, and not take it personal. Like when they didn't cast me back for the 3rd season, it took me a long time to just come back to like, that don't matter. Like, but a long time could be 10 years, right? To where like I don't care about it too much.
I mean, no, I think that it's just, I feel like you have a lot of integrity, and I think that's what matters sometimes in this industry. I think that sometimes, especially back in that time, like the reality wasn't really fighting for real. Like they really had like Flavor of Love or like shit like that, but they didn't really have like the shit they have now.
I would say like this show was produced by the same people as Bad Girls Club.
Okay.
It was Oxygen. And so I think with the drama, once they saw like how many people was like, and maybe Bad Girls Club was pre-Instagram, Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Like, so where when this show came out, it was prime time Instagram, Twitter, people commenting, replying, they hate this, they love this, this is my favorite person. They really played into the drama, and then if they could have got a fight out of it, you know, they would have loved to take the ratings there, no matter whose career or life is sabotaged, you know. And I saw the rat trap of like, y'all not about to take me in handcuffs out on this show, or like I can't get no deal in the future because I fought somebody and ended up something like that. So that's how I was approaching it professionally. Like, I don't think that's a good look to do that unless I want to be stuck doing reality TV the rest of my life, you know. So.
Yeah, because the whole fighting thing is not, they're not going to hire you.
Yeah, definitely not. Like, I feel for some of the baddies.
Yeah,
I don't
baddies
know
is
what they're going to do once baddies is over.
You know, you sign up on that show to go fight, unfortunately. So
yeah, it definitely has a lot to do with integrity. And even when, well, I don't want to take it too far yet. Because it shows throughout your choices, throughout your career in general. Go ahead, Lamark. I don't want to
because I mean, sometimes, you know, shit happens because I was approached by a reality show. I don't know if I'm doing it though, because I'll fight, and I don't need that for me.
Yeah,
so I don't need that for me.
And your buttons will be pushed,
right? But if I'm team of production, I feel like that can make it. If I'm production side, you know what I'm saying? I think that's really important. So it's about your leverage and knowing what you could bring to end, like having those contracts signed. But back to the show. One last thing: the date situation, was that like fake, or was that just like
the Mac Wilds? That was definitely fake.
Okay.
Shout out to Mac. It's funny because I think about the situation. I was wondering if I wanted to talk about it on like social media. I've been talking about Sisterhood of Hip Hop, and I'm like, I didn't even want to like touch it because he has like a professional acting career. I feel like that could be like a smear to be like, that was a fake storyline, whatever, and like whatever. He's married. He has a whole life. I don't want to like whatever. But it was such another forced storyline for drama. If you don't got drama, you're not fighting somebody, then you need to be dating somebody or have a love interest. So it was super awkward to film.
Yeah.
It just was like, and I'm like not a fake person. So like, and it's funny, he's a Cancer, July 15th, same like birthday as me. So, and he may have also been the same of like you can fake acting, but like reality TV is a different weird trying to force like vibes and like whatever. So like, that was a fake thing. And then like they made me cry, like to put a tear in my eye about like a breakup for it, and it just was like it was it was like a little ridiculous. When I look like talking about looking back, it's like, all right,
that's how it is.
So dumb. It started to turn into like novella type reality. Like this, what are we doing here? You know.
I mean,
well, first you heard it here first.
But
okay,
that's how reality. From what I'm hearing from reality TV stars, and just we had the baddies, and Self was on here, Love and Hip Hop. Like it's all.
I could never watch Love and Hip Hop, or like I'll be watching it with people, and they'll be into it, and I just be like, "Are you know the shit is fake? Like, come on now, like this is what they got to do." And like, and I know a lot of these cast members. We all came up together. I was on the episode of Love and Hip Hop too. It was funny, but like. To even in the comments when people like are so invested, and you can be invested for entertainment, like
but come to comment on my things, like
you get mad,
like come on,
over people like hair colors, like they doing like ridiculous shit like that. So that's also when it's like it was very tough. Remember I was saying like that was a peak of social media, so I might have like 500 people blocked. Sometimes I'll be on my Instagram and I'd be like, sorry. I'll be looking, it'll show you like blocked, and I'm like, oh my God, why I got all these people blocked? It was from Sisterhood of Hip Hop. They was harassing me, saying crazy shit about me, my music. It was like, it was too invested. People too invested about Diamond, about like different things. Like, y'all, please get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't
Are you cool with anybody from the cast now?
Cool. I haven't spoke to anybody like text or even in person. Saya's cool. We Instagram here and there. Bia too. I was supposed to link Bia like 2 years ago. I was in Vegas and she was having a residency and I hit her like, yo, I'm out here. Whatever. She might have came out 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm asleep.
Yeah,
I'm not coming back.
Right.
So I didn't get to see her, but like she's always, cordial. If I hit her right now, I'm sure she'd be like, hey girl, whatever. We always had, me and her, we had inside jokes like while filming. We used to call ourselves like J-Lo and Selena. Like just like silly things we would do. So maybe me and Bia was the coolest. Brianna Perry was cool too. We never had no friction. We just she's a Miami, Florida girl, I'm a New York girl. So we just like maybe two different people.
Yeah.
But she was always cool. I respected her talent as well, too. She was one of those people who, like, peaked early, had video on 106 in Park, and, and probably could relate to my experience as well of being very talented and integrity and still kind of, whatever happened. But Diamond, too, I feel like I might have spoke to Diamond recently via, like, comment on Instagram, whatever. But it was never no, like, real drama.
Yeah.
Like, if it was drama and then I probably would do something like to take it an extra mile to like
take it to hell, right?
Right, whatever. For the storyline. But
it's also I really give any female rapper like their props because it's really fucking hard to be a female rapper and be mainstream because you got to be sexy, but you also have to spit your shit, but you also have to get like men. It's just so many different layers,
especially when if your cause is that you just want to rap, and then it comes with all these other things that you have to do, which. Say you have to do, and then there's the other side. Like if you're assigned to a label, you can't do what you want to do. You have to do what they want you to do. You have to dress the music you might want to put out. They want you to put out what's going to sell and work business wise, right? And so it almost seems like a torture. Or even for myself, I was never on a major label, and it was like, oh, maybe I was saved. Like that would be like torturous if I'm a creative and I can't put out none of the creative shit I want to make. I got to argue with people all day and stand still until you say. Your hair product, you can now come, you can now go do something. So, that was like a process of that.
I definitely want to give you your props on Quarter Water. That's fire.
Oh, that's such a favorite. It's so funny.
I was like, only volume 1? Like, where's I feel like we need like volume 2 or 3.
Did I ever do? I might have started a volume 2 and I never did it. And I always remember like Jadakiss, he had wrote me one time like, yo, Quarter Water is a crazy name for like a mixtape, whatever. And people constantly bring it up to me even on the street, like Quarter Water was my favorite shit, whatever. And like Quarter Water, 10 years later, 15 years later, why not?
Even I Don't Know, that one stuck with me too. Because that's
another loved song. Like people be like, this song changed my life. Like I cry, listen to this song. And I remember I recorded that in Queens. Producer I went to high school with. We recorded it in his like garage, but it was such a different song. It wasn't a rap song either. I was singing on that.
It just seemed raw. It just seemed raw. Just like fuck it, like
that was in the middle of
you were in a
being able
deep
to do
space.
what I want to do and like.
How did you navigate your way through that? Do you feel like that specific project helped you do that, or was it just a part of the journey?
It just was a part of the journey. Like. A big part of creative is like at that time I could just write down what I feel or just freestyle it, play around with stuff, and then like the good stuff will come out. But navigating my way through it, I don't know. Sometimes I disassociate from stuff and just like you got to keep moving forward. But yeah, I don't know. It was a tough thing to bear, like fame, all of it is like it gets weird in the street. People don't look at you the same. Friends don't look at you the same. Like I always feel like after that point, like just even having friends was different or making new friends because people no longer looked at me like I have friends who I went to high school with and they know me, and then like new people I meet, they know me from what they know me of,
right? The idea in their head about you,
or what they heard I did or whatever. They don't meet me at like 0. They meet me like evolved, a version of myself that I'm no longer even that version of myself. So even now, like it's still, as in people still have their preconceived like notions of me, and I'm like, I'm not that. I'm not who I was on a TV show, or even who I was portrayed to be on a TV show. And people really in their hearts think that I am that person.
But it's also like, do you like me personally or do you like me for the things?
Right.
So that's also something
to say, right? There's people who would be like, I don't like that bitch. And then if you could get in the picture next to me, then it'd be like, yo, I'm standing next to this person. And that really perturbs me of like I've ended a few friendships of people pretending that they like me and they hate me in conversations with other people. Like I've had to be like, yo, like it's just not that serious.
Right.
Either you want to be around me or you don't. But if you don't like me, then don't be around me. I'm not like.
It's because they probably can't say they don't want to give up the perks, but they also just don't fuck with you. But it's also just like, I don't want to like really. I don't even know why I don't like you. So it's a whole.
It's a lot of that like or like I heard you don't fuck with me. Why are you walking up to me trying to hug me and dab me and like. That's a lot to bear. Like being paranoid. Yo, dude. Now I'm thinking like, yo, does this person really like me? Like, yo, what's these people saying when I walk out the door? What's this? What's the real energy? Or like.
I understand. So when do you feel like was the shift for you after coming through that? You put out the project. You kind of were like in your own. You said you disassociated. You were in your own world. When did things kind of simmer down for you and you felt that fog kind of clear? And you're like, you know what? Let me move forward. Let me, tap into something else. Let me pivot. Do you feel like you?
I think it came like in different places.
Okay.
There was like, I've had to go back to work, to have a job. And even those were like weird spaces for me of like still being famous and still having to have a job. People recognizing me on my commute to work or like, I'm working with kids and teenagers. And they'd be like, Miss Nyemiah, or Miss Nyemiah, I saw you on Sisterhood. I saw you on Love and Hip Hop last night. And I'm just at work like, oh, they aired that? Well, okay, but I still got to clock in here, whatever, teaching artist here. So like it may have just recently like slowed down of people recognizing me on the street or people saying something to me that they recognize me. People might recognize me and just not say nothing no more. But I can't never say. I don't know. Like I have 2 kids now. I have a family, and I guess I just don't. I might have quit 3 or 4 times. Like I'm on my 4th quit or my 5th comeback. You know what I'm saying? To where this time, every time it was nothing to lose. I'm unhappy when I'm not doing it. So no matter how many times I quit, like I kind of, I have to do something. I like to where I wanted to be connected to anything music, anything creative. Like I'll be a creative director. I'll be your manager. Like I just wanted to be a part of it so bad. So I think just kind of being like, I have nothing to lose. Like make music because you enjoy it. I had to convince myself to make it because I enjoy it and not because maybe I didn't get paid last time or I didn't, try to go back and get the bag or you're not going to make no money. It's only 7 cents a stream, kind of ignoring those things and saying, I just want to have fun and make some music or I just want to have fun and be outside. And I would stop going outside. I have kids, like I go to sleep or whatever. But when I would go outside, people would be like, where you been? Oh my God. Like I'm feeling the energy and love that I feel like I didn't feel at that, 5 years prior. So.
If your children wanted to do entertainment, would you let them?
Yeah, I would let them, like covered, but let them. So like they do modeling and things now. They're young though, but they're both like talented and funny actors. But it can be rough on anybody. You hear the child stories.
Yeah.
Of
right.
It.
Are we hearing momager alert possibly?
I'm definitely the momager.
Okay.
I take my kids to their photo shoots. They call me the night before. It's like, yo, I got a life. I got shit to do. But, you try to make it work for them. They get their money to save in their account. So my favorite thing about that is them being able to have some money when they get older and 18. That's like locked away for them. Love that. Which is, I feel like it's important if you're going to do that. But yeah, I could see them definitely being some child actors. Music, it's funny, like, when people have those parents who did music and they're like, I'm not letting my children do music. Music is so, right? Not but like what are we even doing right now? It's fun to do though. It could get you somewhere as a resume. I say it's like something good to have on your resume.
Yeah.
But I would definitely let them act and things like that. I think they'd be good.
Okay.
Me too. I have plans to act. I'm like, one day I might be something on Netflix. One day you're gonna catch me. So, and I always wonder, like, maybe that's not this time. Maybe that's like if I'm an older woman and then I'm I'm somebody's mother on Netflix or something like that.
Yeah.
I have my my visions open for that too. But I love, like I said, I was a theater kid. Like I would get the lead roles in plays and things like that. So that's in me. I just never had that like full on opportunity to do that yet. So,
man, alignment.
Right.
Yeah, right. It comes
crazy.
at the right time. You gotta be the right age. Maybe your hair gotta be this way, or you gotta know this person, or you have to experience this in life so you can cry on camera. Like it's a bunch of different things.
Yeah. Any last questions before we get into Lamarck's Corner, Chelsea?
Dive in. Let's do it. Lamarck's Corner is going to take us deeper anyway.
The corner.
Yeah.
I know. Now I'm like, all right.
Lamarck's Corner, where I answer all the questions you guys send me, advice, shade, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And we're back. Fun fact, because I like to be transparent with you guys, we were done filming the season. We was done filming last month. Was it last month? And you did your TikTok on Sisterhood of Hip Hop, and my manager said, "Hey, you should have her on the show." And I was like, "Well, no, we just wrapped the season." She's like, "Well, no, you should have her on the show." Like, you know, because I remember I think we tried to connect like years ago.
I saw that in the
something
DM,
happened, and I was just like, "Well, you know, let me just see," like, because she's really on like the manager, like pushy. So I was like, fuck it. Like, if she be like, fuck it, I'm like, fuck it. But you actually was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then, like, you came on time. You came early. Like, you have been...
I'm a professional.
We have had a plethora of guests, and they have not been as, like, transparent and on their business like you have. Because you've been early. It was so... I think you did it last week? If that, like, you've... Shout out to you. Because, man, we have been through the ringer with guests.
I'm a professional. I take value in being on time, and I take value in people who show interest in me. Like, you want to talk to me? Yes. Oh, come. Like, you want to hear my story? Like, I value that. I appreciate it. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you to your manager for pushing, getting me out here. I'm in a place where I want to run my mouth. I want to chat, tell my story. And like I said before, I've had media experiences where it'd be like, I don't want to talk. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'll say that much about, like, being, like, 10 years later. I know so much more of who I am. And I can express myself kind of, you know, more clearly. I have a story. Back then, I didn't have a story. So the story was everything I kind of had to go through to get to here. All the feelings, emotions, the letdown, the disappointments, like, the anger, bitterness I felt. Like, all of that just is the story of, like, who I am now. And that was definitely missing. A big piece of what was missing from, like, my identity back then. So, yeah.
Well, question number 1. Have you ever had to choose between your love and career?
No. It wouldn't be love. It would be, like, responsibilities and career, but not love. No.
Any rumor that you would like to dead right now?
I'm a nice person. I'm a really, like, nice, fun person. Sometimes I'm quiet because, like, I'm thinking of weird shit in my brain, but, like, I'm really a nice person. So just say what's up, you know, like you can't force me to, like, be a feature on your song, but I'm a nice person. And I feel like I've had lots of issues with people, like, off of that, like
I don't know if I want to work with her because she might not fuck with me,
or, like, try to force me to do a feature for them or their cousin or whatever, and then, you know.
How do you tell someone their music is bad?
I don't tell people their music is bad. I could tell them what they should do, or like what they could try this, because as we see, in anything can get through the feed these days. So it's just more so what you can improve or practice. But I don't like to tell nobody their music's bad, because somebody might like it. There's a lot of bad stuff that people like, so I'm not gonna put that doubt on you. You know?
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's enough Instagram commenters to tell you that, so I'm not gonna be that person.
The biggest misconception about you?
That I'm mean. Is
you must have the mean thing a lot.
I get it a lot. People think that I'm mean and standoffish. I'm fun. I'm so funny. Oh my God, I'm so funny, right, y'all? I could be a comedian. Like, that's one of my bucket lists. Is I want to do a stand up, like an amateur night. Yeah. I'm really funny. I have jokes in my head. Like, I'm telling you, I'll be sitting in my head making up jokes. Like, that's all I'm just thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, something about you the public still gets wrong. I guess you being
the demeanor.
Mean. Yeah.
Yeah, mean. reality show stuff, or they think that like because I rap that I'm like a rapper 24/7. You know, that conception of like that I'm like so like I won't say I'm a sweetheart, but I'm nice to who I'm nice to. You know?
That's real though.
Yeah, Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like Cancer rooted. Like
If you could redo one industry decision, what would it be?
There have been some moments when I should have like made conversation with people when I didn't, just in passing, like just being super shy. Like I can't even think of anyone specific because it's happened so many times, but I should have like shook hands more and been like, yo, what's up? Like, yeah. To big people where I just be like, hi. And then I go like run in the corner, like ultimate weirdo. Like, what the fuck? I look back like, what the fuck was wrong with you? Like, I have a super shy thing sometimes, but I missed a lot of opportunities being shy and scared. And so I would really like erase that from my whole personality. And what's up? Yeah, let's exchange phone numbers. Like, let's do something. And I should have did that. So yeah,
that's a good one. A lot of people can. There's a lot of gems in this episode that I feel like a lot of people could really look into and
some gems.
Yeah,
you know. I'm all experience, failures, success. You know, like you learn what not to do or what you can do better next time.
Was it? And this is just going back a little bit. I know there's a lot of men as far as growing up and you're like Jim Jones. You said Joel Santana, Timbaland. Like was it sometimes a lot of too much masculine energy just around you? Like did you ever feel like this is like a lot of men? Sometimes a lot of men could feel like
Yeah, it's funny because I wasn't afraid of it. You'll be afraid of misconception, just like not afraid of men, but afraid of what men think that you're there for. Or what men's past experience with another woman was.
Yeah.
So like you just gotta like maneuver with that. Even like having people phone numbers, they try to text you 11 p.m. Just like staying strictly business and like not friendly, giggly with people because that turns into, oh, I think she likes me. She's laughing at me, and so. Which comes off of that mean demeanor that I've had to put on to get people to. I'm not playing with nobody here, right. So it's like it's fucked up because I'm fun. I want to be fun. I always said that in my video. I didn't get the opportunity to have fun and make relationships with males because people could not draw that. Well, I feared that people couldn't draw that line in the sand. I didn't even give people the opportunity to play with me. Like, we don't got no connections here. No confused. No, that confusedness. It gets there and be like, oh, I thought you liked me because I'm me, because I'm a rapper, because I'm whatever. And it's like, I don't.
No, yeah.
It's like, it's really interesting because, the whole like Diddy stories and stuff like that and just people and just like, you sometimes just never know like what's going on in the horror stories behind the industry.
These are real life things that have happened before Diddy.
Yeah.
We watched whatever unsung things have come out. Every year these same stories come out, so it's like nothing new, or people working with producers and end up having babies and relationships by these people and whatever, then they break up and then these people is married. These are real like horror stories that happen. That's like you should know whether you want to end up in that or not. And some people be like, I don't give a fuck, I don't care if he married, whatever. It turns into that I'm about to be his new, or you see them be manipulated is really like the scariest thing. Like, oh shit, like he got her, or or backed her into a corner one night in the session, and now she feel like there's nothing I could do, whatever, or got you to sign some paperwork, and now they telling you I own you, whatever. Like those are the things that happen. So I feel like I just saw it, and could be like, I'm not gonna let that happen to me.
Wow.
But I didn't get none of that like weirdness from those guys, from Joel's, Jim, Timbaland. Nobody ever treated me weird like that. I also wasn't texting them, and I also wasn't going alone to meet them. So like that makes a huge difference. Like having people around you to protect you. I feel like my manager, she was very protective like that. Like she was a tall lady too. So I was never like alone. Or they had her phone number, they didn't have my phone number. But in some women's cases, it's different.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Having their phone number, not yours.
Yeah.
I've had like exchanges with producers who weren't super mega producers, and I might text them from like, they might text me, we'll have each other's number, and they'll be like, yo, send me some beats, whatever. And then the guy would text me one day like, yo, I want to take you on a date or whatever. And like, that makes it weird. Now it's like, come on, like, I liked your beat. Now you being weird. Yeah. Like, there was this white kid, he was a producer, crazy beats. And maybe I'm like the only black person he's ever met. And it's like, one time he texted me and said, can you send me a twerk video for my birthday? Ooh. And I just was like, I was so perturbed. Like, why?
Yeah.
Are you asking me this because I'm a woman? Like, I've never met you in real life. You know, I don't know. But like, these are the exchanges I ended up having with men that wasn't even like in the industry. Like, this wasn't whoever head of A&R of nothing. These are just like people with beats, but trying it. And sometimes you hear these people have conversations and what they really feel about women or women artists. It's like,
it's tough.
It's tough. It's scary. It'll back you into a corner. Like, I don't know what to do here. You know.
That's real.
Yeah. And this is not for like photographers. Yeah. And like, we hear this in so many different industries. It's like a power thing of like, if you can have power over a woman or a person, whatever, because as we see, there's some other stuff happening with power dynamics with men in music industry, apparently. Mm-hmm. But if you can have power over someone, dangle something, oh, do this for me, or you owe me this.
Right. The shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Or I made you like, kind of vibe.
But
documentary
coming soon. Because man, I have never signed nothing, and I have stories. But Chelsea, we don't have the sounder for your segment because they tried to hate on me, but it's you.
All right, so we were just gonna go into what the fuck happened this week.
Ooh.
All right, so what are some of the music artists that you're feeling right now?
Who do I like?
Who when you put on your shuffle? Who we hearing?
I'm an R&B. I'm an old school R&B. I'll tell you that. Like when they did my, they do the Spotify, like your top whatever. It's all R&B songs, like Destiny's Child. I'm like, what the hell I'm listening to? What I'm doing? Rappers who I like Mona Leo. I think she's really cool.
She's dope.
I like her voice. I'm like, what she be saying? I'm like, yeah, talk that shit. Like, talk that. I like a rapper, Stove God Cooks. I think he's dope. Who have I been listening to? I don't know. I listened to recently a song on Jill Scott's album, and it was her and Tiara Whack. I thought that was fire.
Yes, and she just did, I don't know if you watch Nucci's Front Porch.
No, I didn't watch it.
She just did like a live performance and a Tiny Desk. If you're into that, tap in.
I love Jill Scott just from previously, so I'm like, I got to check it out. But she was rapping on that, Jill and Tiara, so I'm like, that's hard. Something I liked was A$AP Rocky and Doechii. They had this fire song.
It's called Robbery,
Baby. Like that was fire. Yes. I'm like, yes, jazz rap. Like I like creative, like not the typical rap, shaking my ass, selling my pussy rap, whatever. So, but yeah, I like different things.
Yeah, and I'm
also
glad
Lady London.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I feel
that would be a vibe.
I really like her. Yeah, like I like her approach.
Yeah.
Really
that interview really.
With
I'm glad she had the chance to really showcase just how intelligent of
Cam,
of an artist and a person she is in general. I won't say anymore, but y'all just type it in. I'm sure you've heard Incollecta at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you also brought up A$AP because he's going on tour, and I feel like that album was definitely very introspective. Out of like all of the different albums that have came out recently, that's one of the more fusion kind of, not necessarily modern, but it's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
I think he really took that authentic approach where he's just trying new things, like you said, the whole jazz rap, and so he's going on tour as well this summer. So I think that's dope. And a few other artists. You got Baby Keem, who just dropped the album. Are you a Kendrick, Baby Keem kind of?
I'm not 100%. I'm a Kendrick fan. Baby Keem, I never really got into.
Okay.
I feel like maybe I couldn't pull him apart from Kendrick. Or like he had put out something, but it was in his voice. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. But I do just like directly associate with him with Kendrick, like, which could be, sometimes I feel like a disservice, like knowing that this is somebody's cousin. So now we can't think of you as like a person alone.
Got you.
And especially if the person who your cousin is the biggest fucking rapper in the world, But
you did say that earlier too, right? Looks like the Timbaland thing. Like, you could not disassociate yourself from that. So that makes sense. But if you do get the chance, I think you would definitely vibe out with that as well.
Okay,
so
no, A$AP Rocky?
So A$AP Rocky's album
and
Baby Keith's album
okay.
as well. So they're going on tour this summer. They've dropped projects. We got
shout out to the tours this summer.
Lamarck's favorite, Ariana Grande. If we're talking about our pop
I didn't make it. I didn't make it to the tour.
Wait, but it's coming up. She has more dates coming.
Ariana, that's your girl?
Yeah, but it's...
Is she on your playlist?
She's not on my playlist. Not for any specific reason other than like I don't even know why she hasn't made it to my playlist.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I didn't get tickets. So
it's definitely Ariana, talk to your people. Yeah, because it's giving too much. Like it's more than Beyonce, and that's where we have.
I think Ticketmaster it was a whole thing. It just was disgusting. I don't know why she doesn't do arenas, but that's a whole other conversation.
What does she do?
She does like stadium. No, she does. What's the bigger one? Stadiums.
Yes.
Yeah. She does arenas, but she was stadiums.
Yeah, stadium.
Like tours. It got sold out in 2 seconds.
Oh. Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
It is what it is. Are you a concert type person?
I am, but I have not made it to none of the megas. The Beyonce, I watched it on TikTok. I didn't go. Brandy and Monica.
I was just about to say, you said you love R&B.
I didn't make it.
Okay.
I was trying to make it to Chris Brown, but it rained. Like some crazy New York shit happened. Like it rained and the GPS said 3 hours. So it was like, okay, that's that. But I do love live music. I'm a huge... it took me a while to get there because I would be bitter as a performer myself, and I'm watching these people like get to live their dreams and sing their shit on stage.
I was just about to ask
I would be in there like mad at myself or just mad at life. Whatever twists and turns life take. Like look at me here and 55A, whatever. But
do you sometimes leave feeling inspired though? Like you said, you've recreated so many different versions of yourself. You've lived so many lives. Like in this current space, like we don't know. Naima could drop us anything really at this point.
I leave inspired. Mm-hmm. I always leave inspired.
Cold Water, Volume 2 and
3. You feel me? We're gonna be listening.
I leave inspired because I'm a huge stage show person as well. I've never got I'll say I checked a whole lot of boxes of my career, but stage show I've never had that moment in the middle of a stadium or arena where everybody's singing the lyrics to my song that's maybe one of dreams in my head, and either it happen or it won't. But that feeling when I see it happen for other people, I'll be like, oh shit. Another person I like is Lola Brooke. And so when she had that moment of don't play with it and everybody's fucking screaming that shit, I'm like, that's what it's about. That's that feeling that it can fulfill. You did your purpose, you did your thing. People are connecting with you through what you created. So I'm still, that's one of the things on my list I still have to accomplish, which is why I can't quit. So
yeah. I was gonna pivot to that too. So you mentioned the to-do list that you have. What are some things that we can look out for from you as far as the music or anything creative?
Definitely gonna be on Netflix in a comedy and a drama. I say, some things I have kids in the family, so I say I want to tour, and then sometimes I'll be like, doing that shit. That sounds like some crazy shit to do with I got other people who have to drop to school in the morning. But that opportunity, it's on my list. Opener, headline, or whatever. Wherever life goes, summer tours. If it goes huge, if you want it big, you gotta your life gotta adjust to how big it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But so I try not to shrink myself up. I'm scared of it. If it changes, should change. Tour. And just side projects. Like I said, I want to be a part of other things. So I'd love to write on other people's albums. I'd love to creative direct. I have a lot of ideas that don't only pertain to myself that I like to share with others. So
marketing team.
I don't know if I'm a marketer. I'm a behind the scenes creative director. I can see the vision.
Yeah.
Marketing, I'm not a seller. It's funny. I feel that's one thing I'm not interested in, convincing people to buy shit. But I think I need that. But I'm not a right. Hey, listen to my raps. I'm never. It's if you fuck with my raps, come over here.
Yeah.
But, if you don't come over here.
Yeah. Any last words? Oh, song, show, and shout out. Triple S. So your song, your show, and your shout out that you're loving right now.
Right now, my song that I'm loving right now. Let me see. What did I play? I like, I would say like the most song that I've OD'd probably was like KWN.
Oh. Which one?
Your nails. I love that song just to like dance to or whatever. Like, yeah, like that was the hard R&B. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let me dance to that. Like, so that song Show. What show I really like, it's not on right now, but like Lioness. It's like a show
on Paramount. Like, yes.
Okay, Lioness, but I'm really House of Dragon. It just doesn't fucking come on ever.
Chelsea,
it's coming back. It's coming back in June. I saw the trailer. I was like,
So, we gotta go back. You gotta go back and rewatch last season.
I watched them just like nothing else on. Let me watch House of Dragon.
Have you been watching Seven Kingdoms? Are you tapped in?
No, I haven't been able to connect to it.
Okay,
you like it?
I love it.
Okay,
I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'm like, this one
is good.
By episode 2, I'm like, oh shit, okay. Because Game of Thrones took a while for me too. It's really good. Go home, just give it a try. By the end of episode 1, you could be like, all right.
I put on episode 1 and I was like, who the hell is these people? I don't know. Like,
I felt that way too.
Where's the dragons?
I'm telling you. And I felt that same way about the whole saga until I got into it. I'm like, I get it. Okay. I love it.
And what's the last S?
Shout out.
Shout out to my people's here with me today.
Shout out to them.
My fiance right here.
Oh, hi fiance.
I mean, it's fiance is so weird to say. We've been together like 10 years, whatever. Okay. But, like, we just gotta get my fiance. Shout out to Gabe, photographer, creative.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people to still believe in you and come out with you to do stuff 10 years later. So, I appreciate the people who show up for me. Yeah, shout out to that.
This was great. We usually ask for a position, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll keep it cute. Unless
you said favorite position.
We usually do for everybody, but
I'll say, and this is not. It could be. You could take it how you want it, sexually related or not, but like on top.
There we go.
In all areas,
Yes.
Nyemiah Supreme, thank you so much for being on Lamark After Dark. You have been a pleasure. Please let people know where they can follow you, all that good stuff.
Nyemiah Supreme, Instagram, Nyemiah Supreme with an extra E on TikTok because they won't give me back my regular name from when I deleted it a long time ago. I don't fucking know. I have an ex, Twitter, Nyemiah Supreme, but I don't say shit on that. YouTube. That's the best place, if you want to stream my videos. I love that. YouTube me. But yeah, I won't say I'm easily accessible, but like pull up on me. If you got something going on, want to connect with me. Let's do it. I appreciate you guys for having me. This was fun.
Thanks for coming.
Yes. And for being so just transparent in yourself and just giving the people they had the mystery before, but now they know.
Yes.
This is it.
I'm excited for, when you put this out, some
next
content.
Yeah. And on that note, guys, later.
Yeah. Bye.